when I realized that we were giving kids food every day that took away from their ability to learn. And we were actually responsible for it. So bad place for a school to be. And so there's some trigger point in there when you say, why would we throw junk down their system?
In 2007, we set up a system called the Life Balance Initiative, which is a wellness policy to incorporate from scratch cooking and locally sustainable foods. What we do here is we take food in its purest form, minus the preservatives, food dyes, and we cook. We roast, we mince, we saute, we dice, and we julienne every day. Salad dressings, soups, all our entrees. We do as much as we can from scratch. Right now we have 40 gallons of chicken stock simmering back there, and what we'll do is we'll turn that into chicken noodle soup, which kids love. We'll turn it into chicken tetrazzini. We buy local bread from a place called Bay Bread. I definitely make sure that our beans, legumes, rices are all from a company called United Natural Foods. Today our entree was bone-in chicken that we roasted with a little lemon pepper seasonings. We served a side of Norconk Farms local asparagus that was picked last night, lightly tossed it in olive oil, salt and pepper, and roasted it al dente to the tooth. Served it with a cup of chicken and wild rice soup, and then we had a plethora of fresh veggies and greens and fruits on our salad bar.
But what we're charged to do at schools is help kids grow in knowledge. And you can't do that when you're chock full of everything that's processed. And so logic behind the dollars and cents of it is we're in a private school, but our kids qualify for free and reduced lunch just like any other school in the country. Our lunch prices are very reasonable and comparable. And so we have figured out what it's going to take for us to break even. It takes a while to fine-tune production, to fine-tune kitchen training, so you have very efficient production people, and it's not like a switch overnight.
When we started the program, it was a little bit of a challenge. Obviously, people are creatures of habit. Over the time, though, we've noticed that the kids crave good local foods. They're eating quinoa, bulgur wheat, ratatouille. The big element is the educational piece.
We do know that the attitudinal surveys we give are getting better. So if you take kindergartners who took it in first grade and now they're second graders and they take an attitudinal survey, their understanding of their own personal nutrition, what their lunch does to their learning ability, we're getting an upswing there. So we do know we're increasing knowledge. Most of the time we're preparing meals for kids that any of their parents would be thrilled to eat for lunch from a flavor factor and from a health factor. What this says to any parent coming in here is the school cares about my child in their entirety, and they care about my child the way I want them cared for. The people who are going to push superintendents to act are school boards who get together and say, hey, this is right, what we're doing is wrong. Let's just do, this is an easy one.